I want to discuss dollar cost averaging, which has gotten a lot of flack in the press in the last couple of decades, but it's still an interesting idea. What I have done is downloaded the prices for Netflix over the past 2 years around the first of the month, the first trading day of every month. And with dollar cost averaging, you assume that you place an equal amount of money into the stock every single month. That means because the price is varying, and I purposely chose a stock that varies in price a lot, but as the price varies, because you're investing a fixed amount, the number of shares that you purchase will vary every single month. Obviously, when the price is low, which it was in December of 2011, I can afford to buy more shares than I could if the price were high. So if I invest $1,000 in Netflix in December of 2011 when the price was $69.29, I could buy 14.43 shares, and we're just going to ignore the fact that you can't buy a fraction of a share. The concept is still valid. On the other hand, when the price was $265, if I invested $1,000, I could only buy 4 or a little fewer than 4 shares. What I'd like to do then is just track the number of shares that I own. So I first start this position in January of 2010. It was fairly inexpensive back then, so I bought 16 shares with my $1,000. The next month I added an additional 15 shares. And I just keep adding shares in small increments every single month, and by the time I get to 2011, I own nearly 200 shares. My total value for my portfolio, I'm just going to pop over here and calculate that. I own about 200 shares. The price is now $69.29. You can see it's dropped a lot, and I'm not that happy. My total portfolio value, or at least the value of Netflix, is $13,701. I have invested a total of $24,000. So I'm going to just sum that down here. Now, what I'd like to do is contrast this value with a different method, and the different method is just to buy a fixed number of shares per month. So rather than having your purchase price stay constant from month to month, you have your number of shares that you purchase stay constant from month to month, and the amount you spend or invest in that stock every month will change. So just to give these two methods equal footing, what I want to do is apply this second method and purchase the number of shares each month that would give me the same ending number of shares. So I need to figure out how many shares I would purchase each month. So the dollar cost averaging led to me owning 197.73 shares. Let's spread that out over 24 months. That means I would need to buy 8.24 shares a month. And what I want to do over here is calculate the cost using the second method. I don't know that the second method has a name per se. So using my second method, I'm going to purchase 8.24 shares, and it's going to stay that amount every month, so I'm going to make it absolute. And I'm going to multiply by the price that particular month. So during December, this second method would not cost us that much. Dollar cost averaging, I'd spend $1,000. The second method, I'd only spend a little over $570. But you can see a lot of the months I would actually end up spending quite a bit more than $1,000. And what I'd like to do is contrast the cost it required for me to take this position in the second method. So this is, if I add all these, it's going to be my total cost. So it would cost me about $31,000 to use the second method and only $24,000 to use the first method, and they would both give me the exact same ending dollar amount, because with the second method I still own 197 shares.